Hello. I wish you doing well. What is karma? Karma is a Sanskrit word derived from karman, which means work. It is present in some Eastern religions including Buddhism and Hinduism, but its characteristics differ according to its religious location. That is, from one religion to another, but its basic concept is fixed. Karma is related to everything that relates to cause and effect. That is, every action will return to its owner in the future, meaning that every person will reap the fruits of his work, because the karma law says that the causes generate results from the same kind of work. Karma is not only about a person's actions, but also includes his thoughts, intentions, and recommendations that other people implement. Karma was later transformed to have meanings that were totally out of their original meaning, and they referred to luck, destiny, or they might be used incorrectly to explain unexpected difficulties. The karma is very subtle and unmistakable, as it is able to discover evil in work wherever it is found, whether through work or intention. Humanitarian action based on inhumane motives will produce bad results for its owner. For example, if someone makes charitable donations out of a show or provokes interest around them, this action will result in bad karma. Karma is associated with reincarnation or rebirth, in which the souls of people who have died in new bodies are embodied. From the above, it turns out that karma is a theory of the individual. However, there are Indian religions that see that karma is shared, and believes in what is called the doctrine of merit. It shows that an individual can transfer his good deeds to others, and that the actions performed by living people affect the dead. And there is similar to that in Islam. For example, there are many acts of worship and things that benefit the dead after they are performed by the living. Those who believe in karma believe that it is not found in all human beings, but that its effect may be in the group as a whole. For example, if a group of passengers on the plane has bad karma that leads to the crash of the plane, then this may be a sufficient reason for the plane to crash, even if they have people others do not have this karma, except that one of them carries a karma that helps him to survive, as this individual may survive the plane crashing, or he might end up not going on the journey at all. In general, everyone must bear the result of his actions and mistakes according to the law of nature, and try to get rid of the karma, which is not a difficult or impossible thing. People whose instincts are controlled, and are given full freedom to their desires. They must be guided by the will of the Creator and His directives, and not to follow the passions and desires, and thus desires their control over outside life is better, and their karma slowly diminishes until they eventually fade away. Prarabdha karma, all happening with man now, is the result of previous actions he had undertaken, which the universe kept at that time and returned to it now. This present life cannot be changed, but the future life is subject to change, because the future karma is not ready yet. Sankita karma. The suffering of some people is manifested by the repeated occurrence of problems of the same kind and bad luck, which led them to lead an unstable life. This is due to a group of work they have done and have not yet collected the results for this life. Sankita differs from its predecessor in that it is changeable, since it is related to the basic idea of a person, either to develop or perish, and this is due to the same person. Agami karma. It is considered the most important type of karma, because it determines the future life of a person, through the actions that the person does at the present time. It can be controlled and changed for the better by being aware of current behavior and actions. Vardhamana karma. It is the current karma that a person is going through, and it is more like a big tree. It is hard work that requires a lot of effort but takes place once, and once it has passed it can be replaced by a different tree. And the 12 laws of karma. These laws are closer to lessons. They give advice and guidance to people to achieve a comfortable life, and the laws are: Great Law, or the law of cause and effect. This karma law is similar to the law of attraction. Great Law says anything you want to get it, give it to others, because everything you offer in the universe will return to you, and if you want financial abundance, offer the money to return to you, and so on. The law of creation, or the law of pursuit and activity. To achieve your goal you must strive hard and vigorously to achieve it. Waiting for things without seeking them will not change anything. Life will not happen by itself, but rather we must strive for it. The law of humility, or the law of acceptance, that is, you must accept the truth of anything before thinking about changing it. This law is the most important of the 12 laws for Buddhists. Consistent self-reflection has a big role in making the most of the law of humility. Growth law, or the law of change. This karma law says that you must change yourself first before trying to change those around you. You only have the ability to control yourself, and you have no control over anyone. So develop yourself and let others develop themselves for their convenience. Liability law, or the law of reflection, meaning that your life is a reflection of what is inside you. You are the primary source of everything that happens to you, and the one responsible for it, whether good or bad, has nothing to do with the external environment. Communication law, or the law of interdependence. This law establishes the link between the past, the future and the present. It indicates the necessity of controlling the present and the future to obscure the bad features of the past. He also pointed out that correcting some mistakes from the past will take time, and stressed the importance of any work, no matter how small. Law of focus. The law of concentration says it is difficult to think of two different things at once. When there are multiple desires or goals, they should not be the equal focus on all of them together, but rather work on each goal separately and focus on it to the maximum extent and achieve it, and then move to the goal that follows it in priority. Tender and hospitality law. The law of giving and hospitality indicates that the behavior must be consistent with thoughts and actions. Indeed, beliefs and ideas will one day manifest themselves to demonstrate their commitment to them. Act here and now. This law of karma says that consideration threatens our existence in the present. The law reminds that the present time is yours and must be fully and properly treated. The law of change. This law says that history repeats itself to learn from and change our methods. History will keep happening until you learn what you need for a better future. Stability in the same place indicates that something has not yet been treated. Patience and reward law. This law emphasizes the importance of perseverance to obtain the highest value rewards, for great business and success requires patience and double effort. Expecting quick results will cause disappointment and thus cool down. The law of importance and inspiration rewards are an equal result with the effort put into them, and this is what gives them an incentive to work hard. Contributions of any size will have an impact, and will attract similar behavior to their owner. Now we done. Thanks for watching. Goodbye my friends.